Hi, I'm Peter J. Ray. Welcome to Adventures in History. Today's topic is Dearest Mother and Dad. Love, Ruth, John, Mark, Jan, Patricia, and Peter. 1982, Part 175. These are letters that were originally published, letters from my mother to her parents, originally published as SFMC number 89, published Small Shop Family Memories Collection, or SFMC number 89, published on November 27th, 2002. Letter from the editor of the SFMC. Yours truly, Peter J. Ray. Hi, everybody, and happy Thanksgiving. This current issue continues with the dramatic story of the Ray family. In the fall of 1982, Peter finally gave up his obsession to move to the Dominican Republic and instead embarked on a cross-country auto adventure with his college friend, Bruce Katz. The two Duke University boys made stops in Lisle, Illinois to visit Dick, Joan, and Mike Ray. They then proceeded west to the coast, on the way visiting Larry Blades in Iowa, friends in Montana, Jane Faulkner in the Seattle area, Norma Johnston in Tacoma, Washington, Jinx Faulkner in Portland, Oregon, and finally Tommy Zook in San Francisco. Peter obtained a position as activist, door-to-door solicitations for the group United Neighbors in Action, a nursing home reform organization with headquarters in Oakland, California. He lived in the YMCA in San Francisco, swimming daily there, and enjoyed exploring San Francisco, a most beautiful city with endless views of San Francisco Bay. Patricia was back in New York City working in the medical field, finishing up her pre-med coursework and applying to medical schools. Mark continued with his business ventures in Massachusetts, Freedom Incorporated, the carpet cleaning business, and perhaps opening up his carpet store. He had already joined Self-Realization Fellowship, a move of momentous proportions. John and Ruth continued with their busy lives in Rocky River, Ohio, John with his flourishing legal career and Ruth with her burgeoning art career, among other activities. The family again gathered on Cistern Key, Bahamas for the Christmas holiday, with cousin Mike Ray joining the group. Mike and Peter stayed on in the Bahamas after the holiday, joining up with Reggie Stubbs in his conch fishing venture. Darkness was approaching for Peter. In the present, in 2002, life goes on. Peter, Alice, and Tim are eagerly anticipating another Christmas vacation in Rocky River. A fine time will be had by all, most certainly. The move here to 12A Allenby Street has been completed, and what a move it has been. We have moved to a beautiful house, a 5-minute walk from our place at 202 Wilson Street. Our new house is more than twice as big, has lower rent, and is much nicer. A real blessing, to say the least. All the best, dearest relations, Peter J. Ray. 21508 Avalon Drive, Rocky River, Ohio, 44116. September 23rd, 1982. Dearest Mother and Dad, so very sorry to receive your letter about your eyes and also that you don't want a birthday party. I had made reservations to come October 20th, the 21st tentatively. Would you prefer me to come in November or early December? And Bud and I have a diamond wedding anniversary celebration with the 22 people mentioned. I could send the invitations from here also and make new plane reservations. I really think the doctor is not doing enough for your diabetes for your eyes to have become a problem. You must not have the diabetes under control and maybe need some medication, maybe oral. It is such a shame. Do cut out all sugar, but I do think he should know what's happening to your eyes, too. Do not hesitate to take a taxi up to the nursing home. I'm sure it wouldn't be too expensive. I do hope your new glasses help. I have to get in about my eyes, too. I'm trying to cut out sugar, too. Mark's insulin has gone up again, but he's trying to gain weight and under tension with his business. Patty wrote a 5-page biography for her medical school entrance application, and her medical school advisor at Columbia University said it was perfect. And what medical school would she like to attend? She's thrilled. She flies home tomorrow. We're attending a wedding in Cincinnati. Peter flies back with her for a week, then Santo Domingo. I'll have 4 paintings downtown for Cleveland Art Week. See the enclosed. I love you. Take care. I'll come when you suggest. Ruth. Myers, Henneman, Schneider, and Ray, 212 the Superior Building, Cleveland, Ohio. October 4th, 1982. Dear Gus, I thought the enclosed would be of interest. How are your new glasses? Can you drive again? Love, John. 21508 Avalon Drive, Rocky River, Ohio, 44116. October 6, 1982. Dearest Mother and Dad, we received your sad letter about your eyes and your new glasses not helping your depth perception. I'm so very, very sorry that your emancipation has been cut off. I certainly do wish that your diabetes doctor knows about this, that it is causing you eye trouble. Did you have a car accident or just not able to see well enough? Irene Hood will be home now, and hopefully that will lift your spirits. I'm sorry you don't want me to come and have a party. How about your diamond wedding anniversary in December? We could have a party with or without Dad. At least I could drive you around for a week. After Pamela died, I lost all confidence, and I was just telling Peter that I paid Mark $3 an hour to drive me places. He was such a good chauffeur and companion. I remember one day he drove me near Oberlin, and when I thanked him, he said, "You know, Mother, you can do this yourself." Maybe you can find someone willing to drive your car for you. However, I realize it's been your independence. Peter is still in New York with Patty, 2 weeks. We phoned him and suggested he stay longer and make more Dominican contacts and take advantage of the time there in New York with Patty. They've been having a marvelous time, went to Evita, right up Peter's alley. I canceled his October 11th departure for the Dominican Republic, postponed for the moment. We've had 3 Saturday weddings, wonderful times. I just finished a 4-day painting workshop with Nita Engels, artist for covers of the Reader's Digest. I love you, Ruth. 21508 Avalon Drive, Rocky River, Ohio, 44116. October 16th, 1982. Dearest Mother, I hope you have happy memories of your summer birthday when we were all together. Love, Ruth. 21508 Avalon Drive, Rocky River, Ohio, 44116, November 5th, 1982. Dearest Mother and Dad, I was so glad to hear from you and that you had a lovely birthday with Bud. John said that my prayers must have been answered and that your eyes seem better. Cutting out all sugar is necessary. I notice my left eye gets bloodshot when I have too much sugar. Patty is cutting it out also. I'm sorry you brought your knee, though you must stop praying on your knees, even one knee. It's so good that you got good exchange on the check. It must be up to 25% now. I have some Canadian money that Peter had left and was tempted to send it, but risky. However, it's devaluated since he had it last summer, unfortunately. I told him he should have cashed it in then. He might need it now if he goes up to Vancouver. We haven't heard from him since he left, but John called Dick in Chicago and our friends in Iowa that he visited, but wondering where he is now. I gave him Norma's address in case he gets there. I'm certainly sorry to hear of her latest misfortune, the story of her life, I guess. Maybe Peter could help her. He wants to get a job in a nursing home. I hope Patty doesn't have any more bad experiences in New York. She had so wanted us to visit her that last weekend too, before her roommate returned, but we were so wound up with this gas pipe and leak. She seemed disappointed in us that we hadn't been closer in touch with her. She was writing every day to us. She thought we ought to have a joint birthday celebration with Mark, but Mark is busy also, so they didn't get to visit her in New York either. When I was searching 15 hours or more for a birthday gift for you, I started looking for a purple blouse like mine since I've enjoyed it so much. Then I thought, that's too cold for now. But how about an aqua sweater with ruffle at the neck? Couldn't find one. Then I thought of a pair of lined flannel slacks or a dress. I'm so glad you're getting or have your little toaster oven. I found one, but maybe it's not good enough, so maybe Patty can use it. However, I found an old pair of slacks that are too short for me that maybe you can use under your coat for driving or going to the store. They are stained, so if they don't fit, just give them away. No loss. The garage man just fixed our light switch in the garage. $45.45. $40 for labor and $4.50 for the part. It was the light switch in the garage door opener. I had a letter from Don about your eyes which we will send you, or a copy. Very good of him to confer his opinion. We hope you are continuing to feel better. We're wondering about Peter and hope Patty and Mark are okay. God bless. Love, Ruth. 21508 Avalon Drive, Rocky River, Ohio, 44116, November 19th, 1982. Dearest Mother and Dad, Happy birthday, Dad. It will be our Thanksgiving Day on your birthday, and what a lot we have to be thankful for, that you are both alive and well for one thing. How important to our health to think positive thoughts. I was so tired when everyone left. I had planned to change clothes and plant my bulbs, just rest for a few minutes, when lo, John arrived home and I had slept. Joan's father died in Florida, and they had brought him up here to be buried beside her mother, who died 20 years ago. So Dick and Joan and John's mother all came here and stayed overnight until after the funeral. John took us out to dinner the evening of the day they came, and also to the yacht club for lunch after the funeral. Fortunately, it was a beautiful day, 56 degrees. Mike flew over and back for the funeral, first time he'd flown. He's 9 months older than Peter. There were only the 6 of us at the funeral, and Joan seemed grateful that we were there. So I planted my bulbs yesterday as another lovely day, today too. The lake is calm and beautiful, lots of seagulls out and up to 60 degrees. We've had such a beautiful fall. I'm so glad the pants fit and so glad you found the money. What a good way to send money. No, I didn't know it was there, or I'd sent Canadian. Great that you found it. Keep fit. Send to Norma. They were not good enough to wear to meetings, though, a stain on the knee, but thought good enough under a coat. Patty's coming Tuesday and Rachel Dearest on Sunday. Happy birthday. Love, Ruth. 21508 Avalon Drive, Rocky River, Ohio, 44116, November 30th, 1982. Dearest Mother and Dad, I'm so glad to hear from you and that your eyes are better. Certainly hope that you don't have a recurrence. Stay off the sugar. The day after I have much sweets, I have a bloodshot eye. Another busy week. Patty arrived home Tuesday before Thanksgiving. We went shopping and bought her a new $250 coat. We also bought her a lovely purple suede jacket. We liked it so much that we bought one for you for Christmas. Hope that you like it too and that it fits okay. I'll wear it and then send it as a used or worn jacket and devalue it, so no duty, I hope. Hope you can wear it for Christmas over a sweater if I get it there in time. It was just wonderful having Patricia at home. We made a key lime pie for Thanksgiving. Carol Wiesenauer has me bring pies, so we took pumpkin, mince, and pecan, chocolate, and key lime. None as good as your pies, though. Guess it's not hereditary pie making. I don't know how you ever stood not having me home for Christmas. Only once. The one Mark was 1 year old since I was 21. I guess I wasn't the loving daughter Patty is. She had 2 wisdom teeth out the day after Thanksgiving, Dr. Pat Metro, and Rachel came the next day and stayed until yesterday. Carol had her usual lovely Thanksgiving dinner and supper. Mark phoned there that Mr. Carey was doing well. Mark said everyone said Mark, looked well. Peter phoned Sunday that he'd moved to the YMCA and was swimming and has his job. Hope we can get him home for Christmas. We took Rachel and Patty to an art show and lunch. My teacher from last summer and I bought $400 paintings. And to dinner and the symphony. Great concert. After church Sunday, John took us to brunch at the yacht club and to another artist show. John is so generous to take us to so many lovely dinners. Rachel and Patty seem to enjoy each other. Rachel said she hated to leave. She said she had a lovely letter from you. Both girls said they'd sent you birthday cards. Peter said he was glad he'd visited Norma. I painted a nice painting today in Oberlin and went to lunch. Tomorrow I have a duplicate bridge luncheon. The bridge hand I wrote about I was advised to bid 1, wrong advice, given by the wife of the superintendent of schools. My partner passed my 1 and I made 7 and Udden bid slam. Peter's address is care of the Central YMCA, room 734, 220 Golden Gate Avenue, San Francisco, California, 94102. I hope you'll write to him. It's hard to believe it's near Christmas, in the 60s, and I'm still putting in bulbs. Patty will have her first interviews for medical school entrance when she comes home for Christmas. She'll have one drive over to Toledo and one here at Western Reserve. Medical school, should she get in, is a long haul and expensive. $18,000 a year. It's good to have Carol's letter. We plan to go to Vancouver next summer, so may get to see her. I wish Peter had gone up there, but he seems to like San Francisco. I'm glad your eyes are better. God bless. Love, Ruth. 21508 Avalon Drive, Rocky River, Ohio, 44116, December 8th, 1982. Dearest Mother and Dad, I was so very sorry to hear from Bud that you have had the flu. Certainly hope that you are feeling better by now and no bad after effects. The colds this year seem bad. I was so tired this fall with all the gas problems on the bank. Then when I got a cold, I couldn't seem to shake the cough after it. It's finally weakening and fading now. However, we've been so unusually fortunate with the fall weather. Up to 77 degrees last Saturday. I finished my bulbs in and put in 6 baskets of pansies too. Even the forsythia is blooming and the magnolia is coming out. Crazy. However, I hear cold is on the way, but it's been so wonderful. I mailed you a black dress yesterday, no belt, so hope you have one that's appropriate. We'll send you another one and hope you don't mind me sending me your Christmas gifts in stages. I thought it might make it easier. I wore your lovely purple suede jacket to a luncheon today and got compliments, and will wear it a couple more times and mail it. Hope you get it in time for Christmas. I was so sorry to hear about Bud and Lynn. I had a lovely letter today from him with a Christmas card and picture of him on the Great Wall of China, dated Pamela's birthday. Lynn would like this jacket on you that I'm sending. When we got it for you, I thought, Mother could wear this for Christmas at Bud's and Lynn would admire it. I'm sure this is heartbreaking for her. Yesterday in Oberlin, I painted the loveliest painting of dogwood for Patty for Christmas. I must take a photo to send you. I've been sort of concerned about everyone. You, Mark, Peter, Patty, have felt like phoning everyone just to see. However, I don't know how I'll get everything done for Christmas and the Bahamas, too. John cut off the top of our evergreen on the bank, and it's about 12 feet tall, so we'll have to trim it for our Christmas tree. Unfortunately, John's mother decided to go to Carol's for Christmas. However, Patty comes home on the 18th since she has an interview for medical school, and Peter's coming the 21st, and we leave on the 27th for the Bahamas. Same as Brian leaving. Certainly hope that you have a good Christmas and a 60th wedding anniversary. I feel that I should have visited you for at least one of your big moments, 85th birthday and 60th wedding anniversary. I have another couple of luncheons and a cocktail party and going to the Holly Ball at the Yacht Club, so lots to do. Take care of yourself. Who looked after you when you had the flu? Have a sweater to send for Dad for Christmas. What to do for the 60th? I love you. I love you, Ruth. P.S. We'll have your lovely Christmas pudding here for Christmas. Bud says he's going to Mexico instead of Hawaii. Mexico is a bargain right now. We're going to Palm Springs in February. Wednesday, December 1st, duplicate bridge luncheon. I did much better. December 2nd, Thursday, Art League. I'm secretary. Friday, December 3rd was so lovely and warm in the 70s that I put in 6 baskets of pansies. Saturday, December 4th, it went up to 77 degrees, and John carried a ladder down to the lake and up the bank and climbed the evergreen and cut a 12-foot section off the top for our Christmas tree. Big job. Saturday evening, we took the Garrettses and the Whites to dinner at the Iron Gate, where I have 2 paintings and an art show. Marilyn is in a wheelchair, has been for 17 years, but can't talk well or feed herself. Dick is taking her to their plantation in Costa Rica for a month, December 17th. Anne and John are leaving for their place in Florida tomorrow until April 1st. Sunday after church, we looked for coolers for the Bahamas. I'd found one that goes into the car or a boat cigarette lighter, but no car or boat in the Bahamas. We went to a lovely cocktail party in Shaker Heights for the Bar Association. John is the trustee for the new dean of the law school. Later, we went to dinner at a lawyer's home. They've been to New York and taken Patty to dinner. I spent a lot of time getting plane reservations for Peter to come home and back to San Francisco. John mailed your address to you Tuesday, did the lovely painting in Oberlin. We all took Audrey to lunch, and I stayed until 5 o'clock to finish my painting. Wednesday was the Beechcliff Women's Christmas luncheon, and I took Lucy Rodine. Her husband is the superintendent of schools. I took 2 small paintings for a Christmas gift exchange. Today, Thursday, is the Westlake Art League's Christmas luncheon and demonstration. Saturday is the Baker's cocktail party and the Holly Ball at the Yacht Club. I'm getting groceries ready for the Bahamas. Helen Lacey is coming for Christmas. We hope you have a lovely one with Bud, Brian, and Joan. So nice for Bud to have them home. He says he now has a microwave oven for their busy life. Great. Hope you're okay. God bless. Love, Ruth. 21508 Avalon Drive, Rocky River, Ohio, 44116. December 19th, 1982. Dearest Mother and Dad, we certainly wish you a Merry Christmas and a happy 60th wedding anniversary and Happy New Year 1983. Brian is off to Japan again. Bought a new lady friend. Life goes on. Patty arrived home and flew home from New York last night and goes to Toledo tomorrow for her first interview for medical school. 2 weeks ago it was 77 degrees, but while we were at a lovely dinner party at the Donaldsons, it began to snow. And so John will drive her a 2.5-hour trip each way. Peter flies home Tuesday night, and John's mother comes Christmas Eve afternoon and dinner in church, overnight until Christmas afternoon, and Helen comes Christmas Day and overnight. We have 3 brunches the day after and leave for the Bahamas December 27th, the day Brian leaves for Japan. I'm sending Bud another check to send you flowers, yellow roses for your 60th. Patty just said, can't we do something better than that? So I hope that I still can come up and have a party for you. I hope the jacket and black dresses arrived okay and no duty. They now allow a $25 per person gift per person. I phoned the Canadian consulate because I thought that with the inflation, $10 seemed like nothing. So hope they're okay. I've had so many compliments on the jacket and hope that you do also. We'll meet Mark and Jan in Nassau. They fly down from Boston, and we'll all stay overnight at the British Colonial Hotel and fly out to Normandy on the 28th. Patty will be flying home with us. We'll be home January 12th. Rachel will be here too from Toronto. Patty has more medical school interviews. We'll fly to Palm Springs in February, and I'll have March to get ready for my art show in April. We're going to Vancouver next summer. John cut the top of our evergreen on the bank, so we have our Christmas tree up and decorated. I found the little silver tree that you wanted and had planned to bring it. I saw Mrs. Nilsson at Nan Gregory's party, and she said she'd send you an anniversary card. Bill Summers asked how you are, too. This will be our first Christmas at home in 7 years, I think. Everything looks so lovely. I have roses like I brought you. Patty said that was the prettiest thing. I gave Carly Donaldson a lot of holly for her house for her party. Dick Donaldson came and cut a lot of big pieces. It looks so nice. Lots of berries right out by our front door. Merry Christmas, happy 60th wedding anniversary, Happy New Year, 1983. Our love, Ruth. Patty will have a new job in New York, endocrinology, DES patients. You've been to Europe, you've been to Hawaii, you've been to the Arctic Ocean. You've slept in a sleeping bag on the beach in the Bahamas when you were 83 years old. You've been to your grandson's graduation from Duke University, the World's Fair in Knoxville, Tennessee, and you've been robbed in New York City at 84. What will be your exciting adventure at age 85? Visit your grandson in Japan? Love, Ruth. Now we have one comment based on the original publication. It's from my father, John S. Ray. December 7th, 2002. Dear Editor, Pearl Harbor Day, 61 years ago. Thanks for SFMC number 89. I certainly do remember the gas pipe and leak which we never did find. Sounds like your mother sent Gussie some money in a pants pocket. Very resourceful. Peter and Michael, conch divers in the Bahamas. What an adventure. So many things going on. Glad Gussie's eyes got better so she could continue driving. Peter took an epic trip west instead of south. I enjoyed reading the Gandhi article. What a great man. Keep up the good work. Love, Dad. John S. Ray, Rocky River, Ohio. Well, that concludes today's presentation. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. God bless you. Take care, and I'll see you next time.